Yesterday we have discussed the structure of glucose by analyzing the product formed from glucose on the reaction with certain reagents. And from these reactions we get the structure of glucose like this. There are 6 carbon atoms in a straight chain. There is an aldehyde group, 5 OH group, and there is a primary alcohol group. So this is the structure of glucose. And here we can see that some alcoholic group, some hydroxyl group point towards the right side and one is point towards the left side. So such a structure of glucose was explained by Fischer. Fischer formulated this structure on the basis of certain other properties and reactions of glucose. So this structure of glucose can be written as D plus glucose. And what is this D and plus sign indicate? Sign indicate the configuration of asymmetric carbon atom. And such notations are called DL notation. DL notation. Consider the asymmetric carbon which is farthest from this aldehyde group. So here this is the farthermost carbon atom, but it is not asymmetric because there are two similar hydrogen groups. So it is asymmetric carbon alla. And consider this one. Here all the groups attached to these carbon atoms are different. So it is an asymmetric carbon. So this is the farthest asymmetric carbon from this aldehyde group. And considering this asymmetric carbon, if the hydroxyl group point towards right, it is called D configuration, and if the hydroxyl group points towards left, it is called L configuration. So in this structure, this is the asymmetric carbon atom, farthest asymmetric carbon atom, and here the OH group is point towards right, therefore its configuration is D. And this plus sign indicates the optical rotation of the compound, and we know that if a compound rotates plane polarized light towards right, it is called dextrorotatory, or it can be represented by simply putting a plus sign. If the compound rotates plane polarized light towards left, it is called levorotatory or minus sign. So this D represents the configuration on asymmetric carbon, and this plus sign indicate the optical activity of that compound. So this is the actual structure, Fischer structure of glucose. This is the open chain structure of glucose with 6 carbon atom, and we have seen that most of the chemical properties of glucose can be explained with this structure, but some other reactions could not be explained with this open chain structure. And these are the 3 reactions which indicate the limitations of this open chain structure, because these 3 reactions or these 3 properties of glucose cannot be explained with this open chain structure. First, the reaction of glucose with 2,4-DNP and Schiff reagent. 2,4-DNP or Schiff reagent. And these reagents are used to detect the presence of CHO group or aldehyde group. So, if there is an aldehyde group in that compound, this reagents gives a positive result. But here, when glucose react with 2,4-DNP or Schiff reagent, there will be no reaction. That means there is no CHO or free aldehyde group in glucose. But this open chain structure shows that there is a free aldehyde group. Okay, and next, pentacetate glucose on treatment with hydroxylamine does not give oxime. There is no reaction. Actually, hydroxylamine can easily react with aldehyde to form oxime, but here this reaction does not occur. So, ഈ രണ്ട് കേസിലും ആൽഡിഹൈഡ് ഉണ്ട് എങ്കിൽ അവിടെ റിയാക്ഷൻ പോസിബിൾ ആണ്. ഓപ്പൺ ചെയിൻ സ്ട്രക്ചർ അനുസരിച്ച് ഇവിടെ ആൽഡിഹൈഡ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഉണ്ട് ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട്. ബട്ട് ദീസ് 2 റിയാക്ഷൻ ഡസ് നോട്ട് ഗിവ് പ്രോഡക്ട്സ്. That means there is no free aldehyde group in glucose. And again, this glucose exists in 2 crystalline forms, alpha glucose and beta glucose, with 2 different melting points. When concentrated glucose is crystallized at 303 Kelvin, it forms alpha glucose with 419 Kelvin melting point. And if a hot saturated glucose is crystallized at 371 Kelvin, it forms beta glucose with a melting point 423 Kelvin. So these 2 crystalline forms are entirely different. If there is only one structure for glucose, there will not be two crystalline forms. So ഈ ഗ്ലൂക്കോസിന് ഈ ഒരൊറ്റ സ്ട്രക്ചറേ ഉള്ളൂ എങ്കിൽ അതിന് ഒരൊറ്റ ക്രിസ്റ്റലൈസ്ഡ് ഫോമേ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കുള്ളായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ there are two different crystalline forms of glucose. Indicate there are two different structures of glucose. Okay, so there are some limitation for this open chain structure. So scientists have analyzed and proved that the OH group of this carbon may get bonded to this aldehyde group and form a hemiacetal structure that is called cyclic structure of glucose. Later it was found that cyclic structure is the actual structure of glucose. Okay, let's see the cyclic structure of glucose. And we have already said that one of the hydroxyl group may get added to this carbonyl group. And here there is a double bond between this carbon and oxygen. On shifting this double bond, pi electrons get shifted to oxygen because it is more electronegative. Therefore, this oxygen get a partial negative charge and this carbon get a partial positive charge. Similarly, consider this OH group at C5, fifth carbon. ഈ ബോണ്ട് ബ്രേക്ക് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഓക്സിജൻ മോർ ഇലക്ട്രോനെഗറ്റീവ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് എ നെഗറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഹൈഡ്രജൻ വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് എ പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജ്. ഓക്കെ, therefore this positively charged hydrogen move towards the negatively charged oxygen. Therefore, it will form an OH. Similarly, this negatively charged oxygen at C5 move towards the positively charged carbon. So there will be a bond between this first carbon and fifth carbon through this oxygen. So this is the cyclic structure of glucose. And there are two different forms are present for this cyclic structure. If the OH group on this first carbon, the OH group on this first carbon is towards right, it is called alpha form. And if the OH group on this first carbon is towards left, it is called beta form. So this is alpha D glucose and this is beta D glucose. These two forms, alpha form and beta form of glucose, differ only in the configuration of OH group at C1, first carbon. So this is the first carbon. And in the case of alpha D glucose, the OH group is towards right. So it is called alpha. And in the case of beta D glucose, the OH group is towards left. Such an isomer which differ only in the configuration of OH group at C1 are called anomers. Anomers. This carbon is called anomeric carbon because cyclization മുൻപ് അതൊരു ആൽഡിഹൈഡ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ആയിരുന്നു. ആ ആൽഡിഹൈഡ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ആണ് സൈക്ലൈസേഷൻ നടന്നപ്പോൾ ഈ COH എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഫോമിലേക്ക് വന്നത്. So that carbon is called anomeric carbon and the two isomers that differ only in the configuration of that anomeric carbon are called anomers. First structure of glucose, open chain structure. Again, we have identified that there are two cyclic structures of glucose, alpha form and beta form. But the most correct structure of glucose was proposed by Haworth and it is called Haworth structure. In this representation, glucose is depicted in the form of a six-membered ring. So, a six-membered ring. Draw a six-membered ring in which, so the six members are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus this oxygen. So, these six atoms form the cycle. So, idana six-membered ring ile alkar. And there is an oxygen. So, here it represents this oxygen. And to the first carbon, there is HOH. So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth. The first carbon, HOH. On the second carbon again, HOH. Third carbon, OH, H. Fourth carbon, HOH. On the fifth carbon, CH2OH, H. So this is the Haworth structure of alpha glucose. Similarly, we can draw the Haworth structure of beta glucose. Again, a six-membered ring with oxygen at one of the corner. Here, OHH is the configuration. OHH. Second, HOH. HOH. Third, OHH. HOH. Finally, CH2OH, H. So this is the Haworth structure of beta glucose. Here we can see that these two structures differ only in the configuration of OH group at the C1 position. So this C1 position OH group in the position matrame difference ullu, baki ellam same aanu. So these two structures are anomers. Anomers means the isomers which differ only in the configuration of anomeric carbon or at C1 structure. And Haworth structure draw ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യം ഓക്സിജന്റെ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡ് തൊട്ടാണ് കാർബണിന്റെ നമ്പറിംഗ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. So this is the C1, C2, C3, C4 and so on. So this is the Haworth structure. And this six-membered cyclic structure or the Haworth structure of glucose have some similarities with the heterocyclic compound pyran. See the structure of pyran. This is the structure of pyran. It's a six-membered ring with 1 oxygen and 5 carbon. Here also 1 oxygen and 5 carbon. So these Haworth structures of glucose show similarity with this pyran structure. So this Haworth structure of glucose can be named as, this is the alpha form, therefore alpha. D configuration ആണ് glucose nulladu, so D, and it is dextrorotatory, so plus glucopyranose. Alpha D plus glucopyranose. Alpha means the OH group at the anomeric carbon or the OH group at the first carbon point towards right. So it is alpha. D means CHO group in the open chain structure considering about CHO group in the A2 agale ayirikkunna asymmetric carbon OH group in the configuration. If it is towards right, it is called D. Towards left, it is called L. So glucose in the case, it is towards right. So it is D. And it is a dextrorotatory compound. Means glucose can rotate plane polarized light towards right. Therefore it is plus. And glucopyranose. And this pyranose indicate the structural similarity of this compound with this pyran compound. And here also, it's beta form, therefore beta, again D configuration, dextrorotatory, glucopyranose. Next we have to study the structure of fructose. On the basis of certain chemical reaction, it was found that fructose also contains 6 carbon in a straight chain. Similar to that of glucose, 6 carbon in a straight chain. And there is a ketone group at the second carbon. So this is the second carbon. There is a ketone group at the second carbon. That's a primary alcoholic group. And this fructose belongs to D series. And we have studied about DL notation. D configuration means the OH group present at the asymmetric carbon farther from this aldehydic or ketonic group points towards the right side. So ഇവിടെ CO ആണ് functional group. അതിൽ നിന്ന് ഏറ്റവും അകലെയുള്ള asymmetric carbon means this carbon ആണ്. So ഇവിടുത്തെ OH group will points towards the right side. Then it belongs to D configuration. So ഇവിടെ ഈ fructoseന്റെ configuration D ആണ്. And this is the open chain structure of fructose. CH2OH, CO, COH, H, HOH, HOH, CH2OH. And this fructose is levorotatory. Levorotatory means fructose rotate plane polarized light towards left. So the name of fructose can be written as D minus. Minus represent levorotation and fructose. So this is the open chain structure of fructose. Similar to that of glucose, this fructose also forms cyclic structure by combining the OH group at the fifth carbon combining with the CO group at the second carbon. So CH2OH, CO, CHOH, COH, H, COH, H, CH2OH. This is the open chain structure of fructose, and this OH group at the fifth carbon combines with this ketone group. So here this bond breaks and it forms negative and positive, and here also this hydrogen will be positive and oxygen will be negative, since oxygen is more electronegative, and this positively charged hydrogen get attached to this negatively charged oxygen and it forms OH, and this carbon and oxygen get bonded and form a cycle. Okay, so we can write this OH like this. So it will form two type of structures similar to that of glucose, alpha form and beta form. If the OH group towards right, it is called alpha form, and if the OH group is towards left, it is called beta form. So this is the cyclic forms of fructose. Alpha fructose, beta fructose. Cyclic forms of fructose, alpha D fructose and beta D fructose. And now we can draw the Haworth structure of fructose. Haworth structure. Here, this cycle is formed by 5 atoms: oxygen, carbon, 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 carbon. So 4 carbon and 1 oxygen. So the ring contains total 5 members. So we draw a 5-membered ring. With an oxygen atom. All the other corner represent carbon. And here this is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon and fourth carbon. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon and fourth carbon. First carbon contains CH2OH and OH. So CH2OH, OH. Second carbon, OH, H. Third carbon, H, OH. Fourth carbon, CH2OH group and H group. CH2OH, H. So this is the Haworth projection of alpha D glucose. Again, for beta, draw a 5-membered ring with an oxygen, and on the first carbon the configuration is OH CH2OH. The second carbon OH-H, OH-H. Third carbon HOH, HOH. Fourth carbon CH2OH-H. So these are the Haworth structure of fructose. And here these Haworth structures are similar to that of a heterocyclic ring, which is furan. This is furan. So Haworth structure of fructose shows similarities with this heterocyclic ring furan. So the name of this fructose can be represented as alpha D levorotatory minus fructofuranose. So D, and it is levorotatory, therefore negative sign, and fructofuranose. Furanose because its structure similar to that of